I just finished watching Microsoft's Gamescom conference that took place for me at 7 a.m., which I accidentally slept through. So now that I have finished watching it, I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, and I'm going to say right now that they started off terribly. They spent what felt like, I don't know if it actually lasted this long, but I can say it felt like 15 minutes going on and on about fucking FIFA. Now, I understand that Gamescom takes place in Cologne, Germany, and I know even if I'm a goddamn nerd that doesn't give a jack shit about sports, I know that Germany won the World Cup. But my problem is they spent the majority of this time on FIFA talking, interviewing a retired football athlete. Okay? Yes, I'm saying football and not soccer because, frankly, everyone should be calling it football, and they should be calling American football not actually football, because the only time they use their fucking feet is when they kick the ball, whereas the majority of what us people shamefully call soccer actually uses your foot on the ball more than what we call football over here in America. Anyway, end of my stupid ranting. So that went on forever, and he's just interviewing a fucking retired athlete, which, okay, sure, but that's not what Gamescom is for. Gamescom is for fucking video games, and at the very least, you could have been showing us a live demo of FIFA 14, but no, you just talk about how you get to play as the old athletes, you know, it's like, whatever. I don't care. And then next, they finally started showing some fucking video games during the ID at Xbox montage, and then they started to get more in depth, showing more trailers. They showed a trailer for Space Engineers. Then they showed another one for Super Hot, which looks really interesting. It was a Kickstarter, but now it's going to be making its console debut on Xbox One, where time moves whenever you do. It's a first-person shooter, but you have to very carefully make your movement and make sure you don't get shot. Very interesting. Next, they showed The Escapists, which is a 16-bit prison break game. Then they showed Smite, which is supposed to be a third-person MOBA game. I don't give a shit about MOBAs. If you do, okay, that's good for you, but I don't. But for me, not for me, I don't care. Next is Below, which is from Cappy, and Cappy has made Super Time Force, and looks interesting. Next they showed another single-player mission for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Call of Duty. And next they showed a bundle with a 1 terabyte hard drive, and I really wish that they make a 1 terabyte model available separately, because I mean, really, when you talk about this whole digital future, even today, for today's standards, 500 gigabytes isn't that big, and so I would prefer for them to make have 1 terabytes available. I wish that for both PS4 and Xbox One, because frankly, 500 gigabytes is way too small. And next, they said that the beta for Evolve is coming only for Xbox One, okay? And then they showed these 2 annoying people announcing, you can tell I'm really fucking tired. You can tell by the crankiness in my voice. And next is something that I'm going to spend a bit of time on, which really which really annoyed me. I'm not annoyed that Rise of the Tomb Raider is only on Xbox One. What I'm annoyed at is Square Enix choosing to make the sequel to the most successful Tomb Raider game of all time only on Xbox One. And and now I can already tell right off the bat that all of you are going to be saying, "Oh no, Mr. Gaming Guitarist, here you go again," because you'd say that you're disappointed that you have to spend $460 that makes you an Xbox exclusive, because I really loved the last Tomb Raider game and I was hyped as hell to play it, and then I see Xbox One exclusive. So here's the thing. Now, when Microsoft said that Dead Rising 3 is exclusive to Xbox One, and they said this game is the reason to purchase an Xbox One for, not even 1 year later, maybe like 8 or 9 months later, they announced that Dead Rising 3 is coming to PC. And they very stupidly make the game locked at 30 frames per second, even though the PC is more than fucking capable of running it beyond 30 frames per second. Okay? So, is this a timed exclusive, or is this actually a fucking exclusive? And I don't understand why they're doing this, because Square Enix was being a fucking dumbass, and they have said time and time again that we are disappointed. They've said we are disappointed with the sales of Sleeping Dogs, even though that was a brand new goddamn IP. And they said that they were disappointed with the sales of Tomb Raider, even though that sold, what, $4 or $5 million within the first month. And now, because they're saying that they're disappointed in the release, and they're lowering the amount of people that can play Rise of the Tomb Raider. And aren't they shooting themselves in the foot? I mean, because they've said that they want to increase the amount of games sold, and they want to increase, they said that it didn't, we didn't make a profit on it, so now that you're limiting it to one console, you are saying, and now you're making it less amount of people available on the Xbox One. Seriously? Square Enix, you're fucking dumbasses. Oh god. Or maybe, and the thing that really pisses me off is they said, sure, we're not ignoring PS4 and PC players because we're making Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris available on the PS4 and PC. But here's the thing. I don't give a fuck about that game. Do you seriously fucking expect us to think that this is the same thing as the next full-on Tomb Raider game? Because it's not. It's just a little 4-player co-op game. I don't care about that. I want to see the next full-on Tomb Raider game. So, you're saying, instead of that, we should care more about that. No. No, Square Enix, no. God damn you, Square Enix. God damn you. So, next, they showed gameplay for Quantum Break. And that was really good, and that looks really good. You know, it almost feels like they're taking everything that Remedy has learned from Max Payne and trying to put a spin on it with this whole time mechanic. I really want to play it. So that comes out next year. Next is Fable Legends, whatever, Scream Ride, whatever, Ori and the Blind Forest, so it looks okay. Then they showed some more of Sunset Overdrive, another trailer, and then they announced a white Xbox One bundle, which I really like the look of this white Xbox One, and Sunset Overdrive is a game that makes me want to pick one up. Next they announced that Halo Nightfall will be a part of the Master Chief Collection, and then they announced the Halo channel. And yeah, okay, so if you're a die-hard Halo fan, you'll be able to watch the Halo channel. And that was it. This whole Square Enix being, or maybe Microsoft gave them a shitload of money. Whatever. Bye.